Good morning, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter family. Happy Labor Day, and what a wonderful opportunity to celebrate all of the workforce and the people who contribute to the growth of the country over the last like 5 decades. And that's just so crazy to think about. Maybe more than five, but for me, five seems like a lot. So anyway, I think it's good morning, Kadir. Thank you so much for attending. I've had a really great weekend with. I went to an event with my son and spent some time having some anime fun and attending a convention and just sort of hanging around, meeting some really creative people that are doing some really fun and entertaining and just a different side of acting and theater. So getting back to Labor Day, because that's the focus of the show today, and being prepared for the work week as well. Labor Day traditionally started in 1894, where Congress decided that it would be a great opportunity to celebrate the Americans that are working hard and the work that they're doing, contributing to the growth of the country. And that was a time when the revolution was happening, and there was a lot of industrial growth and a lot of people whose entire lives were based around the work that they were doing. So the intentions behind it were to honor the workers and their contributions, and to also kind of rein in the end of summer and the opportunity to get back into the group of things, especially once we started creating a divide between child labor and childhood. Another aspect of that Labor Day kind of honors is the um, change in fashion, which is typically in the hotter weather in the summertime, people tend to lean towards wearing more white than darker colors. And I think that's really interesting because white typically is a cooler color that deflects the heat and from the sun. If you ever see some people running around in the middle of summer and they have dark colors on and they're fully clothed, I'm always really amazed by that because I can't imagine it not being super hot inside and uncomfortable. But teach their own. So white used to be a color that people would wear during the hotter weather. Of course, I think that faux pas is going to extend because we've had extended heat, especially this year. So it used to be kind of an indication of the end of the heat in the summer, and people would change to darker colors because they wouldn't have to worry about the discomfort. And to some extent, white symbolized sort of an indication of leisure. So with the end of summertime and break and getting back into the workforce, people would they would be doing a little less of that. So there would be some sort of change up in attire. So I had a lot of fun this weekend just to go back to some of my activities. I went to Austin for the first time, which was really fun. What a really contrasting city to Houston, where I spend a lot of my time. And the convention center was really great. My son and I, we spent about an hour and a half waiting in line on Saturday morning to register and get our badges and be able to get inside where it was cool. So there was a little bit of heat, but I think we got there early enough that we didn't really catch as much of it as the people who were getting there later in the afternoon. So I was really grateful to get up early Saturday morning and get on the road and be able to get inside. And one of the things that I always try to do when I am invited and I'm attending the Comic Cons or the Galaxy Cons is to try to catch some of the famous actors from Star Trek, just because I think that was a kind of a staple of growing up in the 80s. And I know my father, he really emphasized the family coming together on weekday nights and watching episodes of Star Trek and all the progression that went into like the different seasons of Star Trek. But I did get to meet Walter Koenig, and he's a class act, really nice guy. It was like probably one of the first times that I really had a chance to approach and speak to a famous actor, especially an A-lister, and he was just super fun. So we worked through getting his autograph and then spent some time checking out some of the other booths and some of the Q&As, which was pretty great. In my family, we enjoy anime, so some of these events are, you know, it's kind of neat to go into the Q&As and find out a little bit about the people behind the characters and what they get out of it and what they think of the animes that they are acting for. So voice acting is such a behind the scenes talent. And anyway, it was really fun. I was really glad to spend some time with family and just kind of getting away from thinking about industry and work and what kinds of things I could do to relax over the long weekend. So it was totally worth the travel. I love that Austin's not too far away. It's just a kind of a day drive and nothing that really like wears you out too bad. So definitely the place to check out. So I'm gonna keep this into the 10 minutes just because it's a holiday weekend and everybody's probably still in bed. But I definitely wanted to take advantage of the live stream and keep the Case of the Mondays going. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of the holiday and a great work week. Hi, Walid. Thank you so much for attending as well. I love that there's people that will check in with me and find out what's happening in industry and the Case of the Mondays. You both have a wonderful weekday or week and a holiday.